All rise. Judge Vanderbeek Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1007, Boyd versus Salinger.
Thank you. You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Boyd,
Yes.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Recently I was demoted, and so I'm not making as much money, so trying to not pay as much money.
Okay. Is that the only, where were you working?
I'm still in the same job. I just got a worse part of the job. So I'm in sanitation.
Okay.
So basically I have to clean poop all day and make sure it doesn't get in the water, so whenever you're drinking, you don't have poop or hepatitis or anything like that in your water. I literally gotta sort it out, so when you get it, it's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, folks, let's dive into another intense child support case. Mr. Boyd steps forward and explains that he's recently been demoted at work and is now earning significantly less money. He's here to request a reduction in his child support payments, hoping the court will consider his changed circumstances. The judge cuts straight to the chase, asking about his new position. He's now working in sanitation, cleaning waste to help maintain safe drinking water. Mr. Boyd cracks a joke, lightening the mood momentarily, but the judge quickly brings things back to focus. He lays out how his demotion has made it nearly impossible to continue paying the current $850 per month in support. It's clear that this case isn't just about dollars. It's about fairness, responsibility, and adapting to life's curveballs. With both sides prepared to make their case, the courtroom is set for a thoughtful decision on what's truly best for the child involved.
I won't drink that.
No, you can. I made sure that there was no, it's good.
Okay. All
Because
right.
of me, yeah. But
Okay,
I
well,
get
thank
paid
you.
less now, so
I'll make sure when I drink water from now on to thank Mr. Boyd.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Okay. How old is the child?
He's 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
4-year-old boy. All right. So you have less pay now. Okay. And you're not in agreement to just decreasing his child support?
No, I'm not.
Why
I
not?
feel like he's lacking on his duties as the father. He also has another child with another woman. So I really don't think he's budgeting his money or time well, and I'm not going to accept his reduction.
Okay. So you don't believe he's budgeting right?
No, I don't. I think he's spending all his money on his new fiance, and
Mr. Boyd lays out his case, explaining that his recent job demotion has led to a significant drop in income, making it difficult to maintain his $850 monthly child support payments. He adds that he now has another child with a different woman, further stretching his finances. The judge listens attentively, acknowledging that both the decrease in income and the responsibility of supporting another child are legitimate grounds to request a modification. However, Mr. Boyd's ex-wife, Miss Salinger, pushes back hard. She claims that the real issue isn't his income, it's his poor budgeting and overspending on his new fiancé. With rising frustration, she accuses Mr. Boyd of emotionally neglecting their son, saying he prioritizes his new life over their child. The courtroom grows tense as the emotional and financial stakes collide. All eyes are on the judge as she prepares to issue a ruling that could impact everyone involved.
shoes.
So you're mad about that?
Yeah, I'm pretty mad about it.
Okay. Well, get over it. That's the first thing. Second thing is you said he has another child. So even without a reduction in what he makes, that requires an adjustment right there. Him having another child entitles him to get his child support adjusted.
Well, maybe he should get his attitude adjusted. I don't know.
Well, can you quantify his attitude into any type of money or anything?
I wish he could.
Well, we can do that, right? So, I mean, by law, he has a right to ask for a reduction in child support. And by your own admission, you gave me a second reason why he qualifies for it.
I mean, I don't really understand because we almost make the same amount of money, so.
Right. But he's the one court ordered to pay child support, right? Right?
Right.
Okay, so your income has nothing to do with what he makes. And if he has another child, and according to these documents, he did get a huge reduction because his child support amount was $850 previously. So because he has a second child, that by itself, the law allows him to get a reduction in child support, whether you like it or not, unfortunately. What are you doing with the money, just out of curiosity?
I'm supporting Ricky, our child.
By support, what are you doing for him?
I practically pay for his private school.
Okay.
I'm buying him daycare when I leave for work.
Okay.
I pay for almost everything.
Okay, what are you using it for on yourself?
Nothing.
So you were using all $850 for the child only?
Yes.
Okay, because it sounded like it was for another reason why you're so upset. Or is it just because of the new girlfriend?
Could be both.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. So this is what we're going to do. He has good reason, and he has shown proof to the court that he qualifies for his child support to be reduced. So we're going to go based off of what he currently makes. Says here on your W-2 you make about $41,000.
That's correct.
Okay. For one child, well, you have 2 kids.
I do.
Okay, so that changes. So what we're going to do is calculate that. So that brings your gross down to $3,287.67. Who pays health insurance?
He does.
How much is health insurance?
$129 a month.
Okay. He also gets the credit for that as well.
The judge doesn't waste any time delivering her decision. After reviewing Mr. Boyd's updated financial records, she calculates his annual income at $41,000 following his demotion. Factoring in health insurance and his responsibility for a second child, she determines his net income to be $2,712.30 per month. In line with Texas law, which permits a reduction in child support when there's a material and substantial change in circumstances, like a pay cut or an additional dependent, she adjusts his monthly child support payment to $476.94. Ms. Sellinger is clearly unhappy with the outcome, but the judge firmly reminds her that legal guidelines must be followed regardless of personal feelings. As Ms. Sellinger accuses Mr. Boyd of being emotionally distant and uninterested in their son's life, particularly because the child isn't into football, the judge swiftly shuts down the emotional arguments. She clarifies that child support is about fulfilling financial responsibilities, not about parenting styles or past resentment. She urges both parents to focus on co-parenting and to set aside personal differences for the well-being of their child. Before wrapping up, the judge also makes it clear that Mr. Boyd's new fiancée has no bearing on the case, and that his obligations remain rooted in the law. The case ends with a powerful reminder. The child's needs come first, and both parents must uphold their duties, financially and emotionally.
For carrying health insurance. So his net comes out to about $2,725.36, giving you credit for your other child. That brings your percentage down, and your new child support amount is going to be $476.94. So I hope that you can pay the tuition and, you know, your attitude about him being mad off of that new amount in child support, $476.94. Can you do that?
Sure.
I mean, you don't have a choice really, but you know, it is what it is. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Anything further?
Nope.
Anything further from you?
No.
You seem disappointed.
I am disappointed.
Why? He has legal grounds to ask for that.
I just wish he would pay attention to our child more, that's all.
Okay. So what do you mean by that?
He doesn't like our child.
How do you know he doesn't like the
He
child?
straight out told me before we came here.
Maybe he doesn't like his behavior. What is it?
Yeah,
about the child?
he doesn't like football.
Oh, okay.
And that really If I didn't like football, my father would probably have disowned me. And so he doesn't like football, and I think she's trying to, get him into like other stuff, like, I don't know, cheerleading or something. I don't know. And it hits me right here.
Yeah, it hurts my feelings too because I love football. Maybe you should encourage that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything further? Okay, you all are dismissed.
As the case concludes, the judge takes a moment to break down the legal principles at play. In Texas, child support can be modified when there's a material and substantial change in circumstances, such as a significant pay cut or the birth of another child. This ensures that support payments are fair and realistic based on the parent's current financial standing. The judge emphasizes that while emotions often run high in these cases, personal disputes should never outweigh the financial needs of the child. It's not about winning arguments, it's about securing the child's well-being. The episode wraps up with a powerful message. If you or someone you know is facing a similar situation, don't stay silent. Share the story. These kids grow up on child support court, and every ruling shapes their future.